One prompt to Grok 4.6 produced this working lo-fi beat machine running locally in Chrome. The test is simple. I want to know whether Grok 4.6 can turn a product idea into a coherent first version without a framework, a backend, or a step-by-step conversation. One decision matters: is the first result structured enough to keep, or is it just another generated demo? The prompt asks for 8 playable pads, a 16-step sequencer, a distinct visual language, and 3 plain files: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It also says playable on first load and then stop. That removes the usual escape routes. No backend setup and no multi-prompt cleanup before the reveal. Here is the architecture Grok chose. The HTML defines the sampler. CSS turns it into a physical Sage and Geranium instrument. JavaScript owns the sequencer, the controls, and every generated sound. Chrome provides the web audio API, so the app needs no audio files and no server. The raw build took about 8.5 minutes. Most of that was silent reasoning, which is why it is cut from this draft. The useful milestones are simple. The page appeared first, the visual system followed, then the interaction logic. 3 files, 1 artifact. At the reveal, the difference is obvious. This is not a stack of default controls. Grok named it PORCH 16, built a cassette deck, grouped transport and sound controls, and made the sequencer readable below the pads. The page has hierarchy, not just decoration. Under the surface, the app starts with a factory pattern at 88 beats per minute. Each row can be muted, each step can be rewritten, and the pads also map to the keyboard. The drum and chord voices are synthesized in the browser, then shaped with warmth, swing, and level controls. Then comes the only test that matters: press play. The reels turn, the playhead moves, the pads flash, and Chrome produces the beat. One prompt reached a working artifact. My verdict? Keep it. First, the visual structure is coherent enough to extend. Second, the architecture is appropriately small for a local prototype. Third, the interaction is real, not a mock-up. Grok was slow before the first file, but the result is a useful starting point. Subscribe for more practical AI architecture.